You know, a lot of folks ask us this question, and free really isn't free at all. It's really just a discount up front on the original acquisition price of a piece of hardware or software, when in fact the maintenance of that hardware or software over the life of its use is 2 to 3 times the original purchase price. So really what we're talking about when we get something donated is in effect a 33% discount on the total cost of that piece of hardware or software. Now that's nothing to sneeze at. However, when you compare that then to spending money on a monthly basis for cloud services, suddenly that discount is not as significant. It's a near-term benefit, but over the long haul, in fact, cloud services have many more benefits because you're getting newer software, newer hardware on more of a leased model, and it actually spreads out your costs.
Moving to the cloud does change the economics of how we look at technology expenditures in our nonprofit world. Traditionally, this has been large capital outlays that have financed the technology investments with minimal expense on an ongoing basis to sustain those. The cloud does change that. It becomes more of a car lease model with a small capital outlay up front and monthly service and support fees on an ongoing basis. Now, this does raise a concern with nonprofits about how this might skew their quote-unquote overhead and what that might look like to their funders. We encourage nonprofits actually to think about these new expenditures in terms of how it relates to their program and how to categorize the expenses in that way rather than putting them into an overhead bucket.
You know, the short answer to this question is yes. We just simply wouldn't see government agencies and banks using cloud services and offering that to their customers if it wasn't safe. So the short answer is yes. However, we have to be vigilant about the providers that are giving those services. And that means doing some good diligence when we first select a provider, and then later on checking in and making sure that they're continuing to do the things that they say they're going to be doing. If you do that, then you can be assured that something that was safe and secure remains safe and secure.
There are a number of opportunities that may arise for your organization to think about moving to the cloud. For example, if you have a local server that may be coming out of warranty or needing to be replaced, that's a great opportunity to think about the function that server provides for your organization and looking to move that to the cloud. For example, your email, your shared files, that type of thing. Second is when you are evaluating business applications. You're looking for a donor management system, a financial package, constituent management system. Look at what cloud options exist rather than local infrastructure based. A key consideration here is when you're making these evaluations to consider the fact that these don't require a large capital outlay. It's going to be a different budgeting decision that you'll make when you make these investments. And finally, don't move everything at once. Definitely think about the sequencing of the order, the right order, so as not to overwhelm your organization and your users with a lot of change at once.
You know, when you're moving your data to the cloud, there is the risk, because it's out of your control, that a vendor is not doing what they say they're going to be doing. And that's why it's very important when you first select a vendor to check references, to look at public financial information about the stability of the company, and to make sure that you have some sort of auditing or check process in place where you come back on an annual basis at a minimum and verify that in fact the vendors are doing what they're saying that they are doing. Part of that can be, in fact, requesting and asking for a backup copy of your data and doing a test restore. If you do those things, then you have the best chance of knowing that your data is, in fact, safe and secure and being backed up as it should be.